Hey America, Chef John Ghetto Gourmet, and good morning. And I say good morning because I normally cook at night, but today we're making red sauce, and red sauce requires a little bit of time, shall we say. The music we are playing is the music from the... Dang it, I gotta fly again. That close. He was all the way over there. So, is the soundtrack for the movie The Power of the One, the book I'm reading right now. It's a story, it takes place in South Africa. All I'm going to say is read the book, watch the movie. If you've seen my other videos, you know this thing surrounds me. You know that the tooth that I wear around my neck is an African lion's tooth. I'm prepared to try to run today. So, okay, this is called the Rainmaker. The natives here call me the Rainmaker. So, we're making red sauce, alright? So, what we have, now traditionally I should have a full mirepoix, okay? And we would simmer the sauce with all the products in the sachet. I don't have a sachet, so we're going to use this tea thing that my buddy gave me, and we're going to put our herbs in that. We can pick the bay leaves out, but little things like the rosemary here, the peppercorns, and thyme are all going to go into this, so we can take it out. Normally you would have mirepoix, you'd let this simmer for about 4 to 6 hours. As the lady said, from the olive branches to the cypress trees, we let it simmer. That's one of the old commercials, right? But look, man, we got 1 can of tomato sauce and 1 can of diced tomato. We got a little flour. We're gonna make a little bit of roux. This is chicken stock, 1 tablespoon of salted chicken stock. It's the only salt we're gonna put in this. A little olive oil to start things off. Normally they ask for white stock, okay? Now I could omit the chicken stock and just use water and make this completely vegan. For those vegan eaters out there, I wanted to interpose that. So we're going to start... I don't want to do this. Let's set our sachet up. No, I don't need to do that until I get all that. So we're going to start the pan. All right. So I've got my thick base pan. This is a sauce that you got to watch because tomatoes will burn really bad. And once they burn, that's it, man. Game over. It'll ruin the whole sauce immediately. So that's part of the reason that we're going to put white stock in this. This sauce you can build it roux based or not. We're going to use a small roux because I like things a little thicker. We're not going to, like I said, I don't have a chinois or a china cap or a strainer, which is little fine holes, and it looks like a china cap. That's why they call it china cap. It's real tall. About that tall, and it hangs on the side of things, and then we would scoop the sauce into it. Normally we're working with big pots and in restaurant situation, but this is a home situation, so let's do the home situation. All right, so I turned that on 7. It's not really too important when I start shoving this stuff in, other than the fact that we know we have to sweat the onions first, and then that should heat up quick. And then we're gonna just release the oils out of the garlic. I'm gonna hit it with some flour. We're gonna hit it with our tomato sauce. So let's open up our tomato product and take a look at our tomato product. Here, I'll put you on that. And you can hear our onions starting to go over there. Something about March, man. The onions suck in March. See, that was in the center of my onion. I don't know what it is, man. I guess it's just that time of the year that I've seen this for many, many years. The onions suck in March. I guess because it's a root vegetable and it makes it till March, you know. Which is kind of pretty cool, you know, if you think about it. Root vegetables that you can hold for 2 to 3 months without them going bad, you know. I mean, basically in pioneer days, that was what was done, you know. Not just pioneer days, anything before 1930, really, you know. 1950, man. Which in the whole span of human existence and the whole culinary arts, you know, experiment, shall we say, because we're still an experiment, I think. Once this revolution starts, oh, so I let that get too hot. I shouldn't have let them brown. I just wanted them to caramelize and then turn that way down. And we're gonna throw in our garlic, and I'm gonna throw out some of these really dark ones. Just, I don't like that. All right, I'm gonna throw in the garlic. Bam. No, I'll set you over here. I got to work with 2 hands for a second. All right, I just want to release the flavor of the oils. And get the burnt onion out. All right, there's the onion release. The garlic released the oil. I'm going to take 1 big heaping teaspoon of flour. Bam, right in there. And we're going to put a little bit more olive oil in there. To make a roux. Turn the temperature way down. So as you can see, I'm making a roux right in there. Okay. See the wet sand look? Okay. Now I'm going to wand this at the end. And then we're going to go in with our chicken stock. Let you look at that. All right. It's a chicken stock. It's all the way down on 3. It's on a real low temperature now. And more or less, most of the rest of the cooking is going to be done on a low temperature. I'm going to take the sauce and put it directly in. It's a nice looking sauce, nice and red, got good color to it. Oops. Let's put a little red sauce into my frying oil. That'll bubble. And I don't waste anything, so I'm rinsing my can. So I didn't wake up screaming today from leg cramps and Charlie horses that, yeah, literally woke up like, yeah, ja man, ja, ja man, ja. All right, it looks kind of funny, and we're just gonna go like that. And all right, that's chicken stock and tomato and da 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 da. Now I'm gonna open up my diced tomato, but I'm gonna put it in a pot. Not that one. The reason why I want to put it into a pot is that whenever you get diced product, whole product, they shove everything in there. Okay, that's the way of tomato. Now, truly, within Culinary Arts, isn't this music beautiful? It's great music to eat mushrooms to. I wouldn't know about that for a while. Been several years, and I'm way too ill to be doing drugs. Besides the fact that I'm in recovery, and I kind of like it in recovery. I kind of like my life. You know, I'd rather not die again. That's kind of what it's like. So while I'm going through this, I'm dumping this in here, and what I'm looking for is really hard, like ends, like that right there. See that? Oh, that's not that bad. So I'm just going through this little bit by little and looking for hard chunks of stuff that I don't want in my sauce. You know, if it's not edible, like the end of a garlic, it's not edible. I mean, you bite it, you chew it. All right. So we got some nice product here. I'm okay with this. Yeah, well, see, like stuff like that, I don't want that. It's not pretty. It's just, and there's another one. So, like I said, man, they put everything into this diced product and whole tomato product. See that thing right there? I don't want that. It's just, I don't want it. Okay. And there's another one. I know you might be thinking that I'm getting a little nitpicky about this, but this comes back to the apple concept. All right. As a chef, as a culinarian, as a mom or dad at home, cooking for your family, you want the best of each item, okay? And to receive the best of each item, sometimes you gotta do that extra work to it, you know? You gotta take that extra care in it. So I took the extra care in this, all right? So we're gonna take this, bam, and we're gonna put that right into the pot. And I'm gonna rinse it out, because I like my stuff rinsed. So, I hope I put the bay leaves right in there. All right. That was 3. Let's put 4 in there. Bay leaves are also called laurel leaves. It's what the Greeks used to wear on their heads. I think I talked to you about this. So when people talk about the laurels of, receiving laurels of, it actually comes back from the Roman times. I said Greek, but I meant Roman times, when they would wear the laurels around their head, and the laurels were for stature, for where you were. So anyways, that's what bay leaves are. So, and if you got roaches and you put some of these in your drawer, the roaches don't go in that drawer. So for all you ghetto folk like me, thank God I ain't got no roaches, man. I hate roaches. I'd move out. I'd blow the place up. Bombs! Bombs! Bomb them mothers! Yeah. I've seen some roaches. Ooh, ooh. I've seen infestations that would just make you like, it'll be in my book. So we're gonna take this, and this is thyme. We put a little thyme in there. Kind of neat. Look, you know, I just thought this up, you know. A sachet is cheesecloth. And what we do with the cheesecloth is we make a little swatch, and we put our spices in it, and we wrap the cheesecloth up and tie it up with some string, and then we hang it into the side of the sauce, and we take the other end of the string and wrap it around the handle. But we don't have that. But what I could do is because I don't want this sitting on the bottom. So I'm going to take this. I guess I'll put another one on. The neat things you can do with junk if running around the house. Use things 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. You know what I mean? Alright, that should be long enough. Because I just want it to hang over the edge of the thing. But I don't want this in because that's got ink in it and all that. Alright, so that's set. So we're going to take some peppercorns. This is of death and dying. So I'm going to tell you another story about angels later. It's going to be in a completely different context. But since we got so many 13s rolling by, boy, yesterday was like 13 non-stop, everything, right? Know what I mean? You feel me? I'm seeing 13s everywhere. Besides the date, you know? I didn't show you guys my last angel. My last angel has a trumpet. Or a horn. That means something very significant to me. Heralding the way. Okay, and then we're going to take, this is rosemary. We got, there we go. Oops. We're going to just take that, and we're going to hang that right off the side. Okay. And it's just starting to simmer now, and I'm going to keep it on 2 or 3 all day long. And I'm going to add water to it when necessary. And there goes my sachet. And I'm just going to hook this right to here. Alright, and we're going to let this go for about 4 to 6 hours. And by that time, it'll be dinner. And, okay, so dinner tonight is going to be our last month's, I say last month. It's going to be last month's, here. I'll be back in a second. Chef John, Ghetto Gourmet. Peace.